Every good thing in this world started out with a dream. That's a line from the recent Wonka prequel, starring my beloved Timothée Chalamet. Today, we're going to take a look at the 3 Wonka films, primarily the first, as it's inextricably linked with my creative DNA. It's common knowledge that Roald Dahl disowned the movie adaptation, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. According to a lifelong friend of Dahl's, Donald Sturrock, Dahl wanted to cast a British comedian in the role of Wonka, preferably Spike Milligan or Peter Sellers. He thought that, quote, Wilder was rather too soft and didn't have a sufficient edge, unquote. Dahl imagined Wonka as a slightly more sinister, reclusive character, and additionally stated that Wilder's, quote, voice is very light and he's got that rather cherubic, sweet face, end quote. I empathize with Dahl's disappointment at seeing his vision skewed, but I wonder if he has any idea how many imaginations were ignited by Gene Wilder's performance. I've often said that as far as I'm concerned, Gene Wilder actually is Willy Wonka. Others have portrayed him, of course, but we know the truth of Wilder's identity. In fact, on the list of alumni of the Academy of Omni and Philosophical Arts and Sciences, you'll see the name William Wilder Wonka, among other luminaries. There are identifiable reasons why this particular version of Wonka's story holds so much meaning for so many, from children to adults, and especially for those who saw the movie as children and cherished it into adulthood. The film truly does transport the audience to a world of pure imagination. Once we cross the threshold of the candy factory, we enter a land of edible wonders, where chocolate rivers flow, lickable wallpaper exists, and everything is a sweet treat bursting with color and creativity. Just the sort of thing that sparks a childlike sense of wonder and possibility. For kids, catchy songs and captivating Oompa Loompas prove nearly irresistible and unforgettable. Beyond that, woven into this sugary fun are cautionary tales about greed, disobedience, and entitlement. Children see the consequences of bad behavior, while Charlie's kindness and good character are rewarded. And frankly, it's nice to see brats get their comeuppance. The film doesn't shy away from some slightly scary elements, like the boat ride through the chocolate river, or the fate of the naughty children. This adds a touch of suspense and makes the world feel more real. And it adds to the stakes Charlie faces. From a marketing perspective, you can't get better than the whole golden ticket thing. When I was young, there was a screening of the film in my town. As I recall, I was barely over toddler age. Every kid who went to the large packed auditorium was given a chocolate bar. In one of them was a golden ticket. I got the golden ticket! I got the golden ticket! I'll never forget the feeling of surprise when I pulled back that wrapper and saw the glimmering gold. I was hauled up on stage and awarded a gift certificate to a record store. It enabled me to purchase my first record. My sister, who was several years older, was disgusted that I bought a Disney record. She'd attempted to strong-arm me into getting a record she wanted, but to no avail. Despite the wonders of the candy room and finding an actual golden ticket, by far the thing that mesmerized me most was the iconic portrayal of Willy Wonka by Gene Wilder. He's eccentric, whimsical, with a hint of darkness. This enigmatic quality keeps us guessing and adds to the film's charm. His clothes, his mannerisms, his general Gene Wilderness, all added up to absolute magic born of pure imagination. The film affected me in a way I never got over, as you'll hear more about in tomorrow's interview. Being one of Johnny Depp's biggest fans and someone who adores everything Tim Burton does, I'd been prepared to fall madly in love with their 2005 adaptation. That didn't happen. Just the opposite, in fact. So when the news broke that there was to be another Willy Wonka film in 2023, I groaned, preparing for another letdown. That was until I learned it was a prequel. That, I thought, I could stomach. And I did. In fact, I found it utterly delicious and worthy of the Wonka legacy. I have no idea how Roald Dahl would feel about it, but well, the characters become bigger than him, if that's even possible. The consensus on Rotten Tomatoes clearly disagrees. It says, of Wonka 2023, it's a sappy, unkempt, and woefully incongruous origin story of Roald Dahl's villainous chocolatier. Wonka's strange sentimentality is fueled by empty calories. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that review can go suck a Cadbury egg. I loved everything about the film, and I do mean everything, considering they used a similar story element that I used in a recent book. Folks locked into servitude, trapped in a laundry, although mine was on a cruise ship as a consequence of being stowaways. But still. While we're at it, here's the tomato consensus about the original 1971 film, which scored 10 points higher than the recent one. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is strange, yet comforting, full of narrative detours that don't always work, but express the film's uniqueness. And about Tim Burton's version, they said, closer to the source material than 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is for people who like their chocolate visually appealing and dark. Well, I think that was being generous. The weirdness of 1971 is what makes us keep coming back for more, eager to feed our taste for both sweet and sour. To me, the moral of the story, where the franchise is concerned, is that we all should find and follow the thing that piques and satisfies our imagination. Your tiny task today is to roam the virtual halls of the Omni Ocademy via its website. Take a good look at the drop-down menu that is packed with more quirky activities than you could shake a wooden spoon at. And if there's something you dream of that's not listed, drop us a line and let us know. We're all about helping people of all ages realize their creative dreams through fantastical theme events, immersive experiences, and quirky artistic opportunities that transform mundane existence into magical adventure. Bon appetit, friends. Tuta. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.